Congratulations, Gareth. Can you try and sum that up? We found it quite hard. Can you?
Well, I think just first and foremost, really proud of the performance the players have given, because
Closer to your mouth. You have to put it closer to your mouth.
Is on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just extremely proud of the performance the players have given, because they played with huge courage. We knew that to come here and just defend for 90 minutes, you're unlikely to get a result. So we needed to be brave with the ball. We talked about the threat that our front three have, and that they need to believe in themselves, but also we then have to get the ball to them. And we knew today, the way that Spain press, you've got to get the first couple of passes out of that press spot on. And at times, we ran the risk of losing the ball near our goal. But when we got out of that press, we were a huge threat in counter-attack. So the quality of the play and the bravery of the players was the thing that pleased me the most.
Gareth, can you talk about the fearlessness the front three showed, in particular Raheem Sterling hitting that ball to score such a great goal after such a long time? Yeah,
I think all three of them have understandably had questions asked, and all three of them responded with real top performances. We were able to play off them. We were able to, they retained the ball well for the speed was an obvious threat, and the quality of their decision making and their passes and the finishes was top. So they should take huge belief from what they've done, because as a team to come here and play the way that they did is a great reference point for them now for the future.
David?
Gareth, Raheem in particular, it's obviously been a long while. It's the first time he scored under you, but you obviously always had that belief. Did he always have that self-belief in himself, or have you had to sort of cajole him through some of the times in terms of goal scoring?
No, it's not for me to take any credit. I think the only thing we did say was when he scores, he'll probably score again, and he managed to do that pretty quickly. But no, I'm delighted for him, because I don't think he ever lacked confidence, but I think, as I said last night, sometimes you get chances and you're thinking too much, and I think tonight he just took the chances and was prepared to hit things early, but also his general game was good. He took up some really dangerous pockets of play and got turned and running at the defence, and him and Marcus really diligent with their defending as well, which we needed, because you're never going to dominate the whole game somewhere like this, and we had to do more than our share, and being compact without the ball was going to be critical.
Gareth,
Charlie White.
This has obviously been an issue for the team over the last few years. How important is it for the team's confidence that you've beaten a major nation now? Yeah. I think that fact that they have a reference of what it was like to play in a stadium like this, a lot of young players. So it's important they have good experiences of playing for England, that they enjoy playing for England, that they feel the way that we want to play, and they should be able to progress from this. But that's up to us now. We had a really good summer, and we had to show signs that we could step forward, and we've learned a lot. This week has been a really good week, 2 good performances. We've tried a new system. We've found out a lot about some young players who've done exceptionally well. So, yeah, I'm really happy with what everybody's done.
Tony Banks.
Gareth, can you talk a bit about Jordan's 2 passes from his own penalty area, set up 2 goals, didn't they, today?
Yeah. Again, we've tried to talk to him about having an extra touch, because at times when you do that, the game opens up for you as a goalkeeper, and some of those options become more apparent. So I thought, again, in the 2 matches that he's had this week, he's shown real composure to do that. Find
passes into midfield. He's got the technical ability to do it. He maybe hasn't got the technical ability to do a Cruyff in his own 6-yard box. But that's something he'll have to work on with Everton, not with us, probably.
Paul Hayward. Paul, you still got a question?
Yeah, sorry, Gareth. It's similar to the one you've already been asked, but the World Cup obviously ended on a slightly flat note for you, and to get a win like this so quickly in Spain against a team of their calibre must restore the impetus for you and make the players feel that they're capable of, the World Cup wasn't a one-off, basically.
Yeah, I don't think it was anyway, because it's judged however you want to judge it, really. But for this group of players, first team for a decade to get a knockout win, quarter-final victory against Sweden, a little bit dismissed when you look at our record against Sweden over 15 matches or so. So I felt for them, with their experience, real good progress, and that's what we had to continue. And we were beaten. I thought Spain were better than us at Wembley, but we could quite conceivably have had a draw from the game with the decision at the end. So the margins are so fine, and when you're in a competition like this where there's only 4 matches, there's a huge consequence to marginal differences. So that's why for me it's so important to focus on the performances, and I think the 2 performances this week have been really healthy. We've shown an energy and real good defensive organisation in our pressing, and we've shown belief and quality with the ball. The other night on a very difficult pitch, tonight against a very good opponent, and with the pressure of a fairly vocal home crowd, which I was pleased they had to fill that and sustain that right to the end.
Sam Wallace.
Hi, Gareth. Just in terms of the sort of standing up to a side this good, there was something quite notable. A lot of people talk about Dyer's tackle on Ramos in the Spain box in the 11th minute. I mean, was that something you encouraged them to do, to take on these big characters in the Spain team and to try and impose themselves?
Yeah, well, we know that Sergio Ramos and Busquets will run the game if you allow them to. Between them, they have more caps than our entire squad. So we did talk about the mentality of going into the game. There's how you want to play with and without the ball, but then there's the mentality you've got to show if you're going to come to a place like this and win. And you've got to show the nous and the tactical awareness, but also the nerve to go and take those guys on. And I think that's what hopefully the players would have taken the most from this evening. They've at times played with quality before, but I think their mentality tonight was really good.
Okay, we'll finish with Simon, please.
Yeah, just further to that, streetwise is a kind of word that's been bandied around over the years when England haven't done so well. But do you think the way your side dug deep and took the pressure off at important moments and kept the possession in times was important as well?
Yeah. There's managing the game. There's different ways of doing that. There's obviously there's things we won't speak about, but there's things that, with the ball, controlling the game, taking the sting out of the game by keeping possession and playing out of the pressure is just as important. And then recognising towards the end, actually, we don't need to risk, short build-up from our goalkeeper. Let's play a little bit longer, and our forwards were key to winning the flicks and winning some basics that you have to do to win football matches. It's not just about playing attractive football and scoring outstanding goals. You've got to do the nuts and bolts of the game well. We didn't actually for the 2 goals we conceded, and on another night that would cost us. So there's still plenty we can do better and we can improve upon, but it's always nice to do that on the back of a win.
Okay, thank you very much.